celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah.
I want to welcome all the teams that are competing this year and the followers of the live draw to our March Eurocopa walking football tournament for men's over 65s. I'm pleased to be joined here today with Tom, who's our man behind the screen, administrator, and make sure everything rolls as it should be and complete the draw with us. We have Louise Brake here, our announcer from the tournament. He'll be with us during the tournament, but he's here today to help with the draw. And behind the camera, I know you can't see him, we have Norberto, who will also be with us at the tournament to do the live streaming of the games. Before I start, I just want to mention something that is a big honour for Albufeira this year. They have been announced as the European City of Sport, and we're really pleased to announce that Eurocopa is part of the programme. So we'll have good coverage from all over Europe. Before we start, we'd like to also say what a wonderful interest we've had this year for this tournament. We thought we'd peaked last year at 16 teams, and this year we've got 20 teams in the 65s, and a few teams that were borderline coming, so next year it could even be bigger. So that's a great result for everybody. As like last year, we'll have an app, so you can follow all the information on the tournament directly on your phone. Once the draw has been made, we'll create the QR code so you can scan it and you can see all your games and fixtures. But during the tournament, you can follow it directly on your phone, see league positions as they go updated, follow all the results and make sure you know your kick-off times. Once everything is loaded, we'll have that ready on Facebook so you can scan the QR code. This year we have, say with 20 teams, we're going to have 2 groups, and the matches will be 18 minutes long. Day 1 you'll be getting 6 games and a minimum of 4 the second day, depending on how far you progress. The 2 groups of 10 will be drawn shortly, and we'll have a various situations where we have teams with 2 clubs, we have Portugal with 3 clubs, and we'll try and keep those all separate. But you'll see as we go through the draw. So to conclude that, so you understand a little bit more, after the first group phase, which will finish at lunchtime day 2, the top 4 from each group will create 8 teams, which will give us quarter-finals, semi-finals and a final. The 5th to 8th place teams in each group will create another 8 teams for the trophy tournament, which will give us again quarter-finals, semi-finals and finals. And the teams that will finish 9th and 10th will play a semi-final and a final to play for the Plague Trophy. This gives everybody, I say, at least a minimum of 4 matches day 2, and could be up to 6. So there's going to be plenty of football played by everybody. So we'll start the draw. We do have, as I mentioned already, that there's 2 teams that are represented by two clubs represented by 2 teams, and so they're not in the same group. We're going to actually already enter them into the league. So we have 2 teams from Sheffield, 2 teams from Bolton. So if we enter Bolton Power League into Group A, and Sheffield Mossborough, Westfield go into Group A, Sheffield, yeah, and we have Bolton, Leatherham and Sheffield Mossborough are in Group B. So those ones were already done. Now we have the situation with the 3 teams that are from the Algarve. We're going to try and separate them slightly so they're not all playing people they know regularly and play against regularly. So we'll enter the 3 into the bowl and we'll draw out first 2. You can keep that one. Okay, so we'll pull out 2 of the balls first. One will go into A, one will go into B. So these are the Algarve teams.
East Algarve WFC.
Okay, they'll go into Group A. And then one more coming out of there.
Corterense.
Yep, so they'll go into Group B. And the last team that's in the bowl, we're actually going to put back into the main
goes
draw.
to the main one.
So then it will be a choice of where it comes out amongst the rest. We have a representation this year. We have 3 teams from Wales, 1 from Scotland, 1 from Spain, and already mentioned the 3 teams from Portugal. So a good selection of European cities. So whenever you're ready,
Yep.
Manish, let's crack on with making the draw. Big moment to the first one.
From Wales, Cardiff City WFC.
We'll go into Group A. Okay, all good? Yep. As you can see, they're coming up on the screen there, so you'll be able to get a copy of this as soon as we do download the QR code.
Next one.
So going into Group B.
From Scotland, Drumchapel United.
Were with us last year as well. Glad to have you back, guys. Drumchapel United, Group B. Next into Group
England, Barnet WFC.
Okay, they were with us last year, so good to have you back.
East Riding Rangers WFC, England.
Now we're into Group B. East Riding were actually the winners of last year's 60 plus. So let's see how they get on in the next age group.
Norwich WFC, England.
Northwich will go into Group A. They've been, every year since we started Eurocopa, they've been represented in all the age groups, so I think that deserves a massive round of applause to Northwich. Well done, guys.
So how do you say it?
Northwich.
Northwich.
Yeah.
England, Scarborough Barons.
We'll go into Group B. Scarborough Barons will also be joining us in April with the 50s and 60s. I think it's just so they can add one more tattoo to the leg.
West Hartlepool Strollers, England.
Now we'll go into Group A. Again, they've been with us before and the first time in the 65s, but they'll be back with us again in April with the 50s and 60s.
Coldport WFC,
All the way
Wales.
from Wales, we'll go into Group B.
From Spain, Malaga.
Pleased to have our neighbours from Spain coming back to us as well.
Portugal, Casa Benfica Lagos. Casa Benfica Lagos, Portugal.
We'll go into Group B.
Wills All-Star,
Yep.
England.
Drawing Group A. Wilts All-Stars, they were with us again last year as well. So good to have you back.
Kulshet WF, England, Kulshet.
Going to Group B. And the moment of truth with the last two.
Wales, Welsh Babas. Welsh Babas from Wales.
Representing the Welsh Dragons Football League, the Welsh Barbars enter Group A. And not but least,
England, Stamford Strollers. Stamford Strollers.
and again, look forward to having you back again, guys. So that sort of concludes the draw. 10 teams in each. I think we have a fairly good mix of different nationalities. Obviously, heavy bearing on the English side, but some of you all played each other before, some of you won't, so it's going to be quite a challenge. We're looking forward to hopefully in March some decent weather and a great experience for the new members and another experience for the ones that have been here before. So we really look forward to seeing you then. If you haven't already sent your team registration in, can you do that in the next week, please? There's a few that I still haven't received. But that just leaves me to say a big thank you to Louise, Tom and Norberto helping us today to make the draw, and wish you all a great tournament and look forward to seeing you in March in the Algarve. Take care for now, guys, and let's keep talking.